Hello everyone, I am Rahul Sandilye and in this lecture I will basically in this new semester I will teach you Internet of Things. This is a new course introduced by the university, and in this lecture I will give you the broad picture of this whole subject, what we are going to learn, books, syllabus, etc. So what is in fact the Internet of Things? Internet of Things comprises of two terms, Internet and things, basically. So Internet is a, I think you are well aware of, Internet means a network of computer networks, and things term is here little vague. What are things in the Internet of Things? So basically, traditionally, when we say internet, we assume that it is some kind of network that is used to connect the computers. But now computing device not only consists of this laptop or say PC or even a mobile app, we say phone, smartphones. But the computing devices are numerous and numerous type. For example, a microcontroller is also a small computing that are used to connect with the sensors. And there are many all other types for industrial application like SCADA, PLC. So there are numerous type of computing devices. So can basically these devices are connected with the sensors and actuators. So can these devices be connected to the internet? And it is a universal network. Internet nowadays is a universal network. So if it is possible to connect these all networks, internet, then virtually you are creating a world that in which everything is connected, and what we call the smart systems, basically. So we can, in this picture you can see the whole architecture, full spectrum of Internet of Things. Here you can spot the industries, applications, telecommunications, again a smart home, smart cities, all here smart cities, all these are connected through various network to the cloud. So these industry sensors from industries or say agriculture or from these, these are connected, sending data through the internet, and it is stored in the cloud. Again, this cloud data is analyzed and controlled, means it provided by interface with some PCs and all this. So here in this connected world, everything is controllable. We can access every data. So in fact, this is huge architecture. We can see that whatever you have learned in computer science application portion of computer science, you can utilize, it is utilized here. Even not only computer science but electronics, for example, embedded system, part of electronic application. We are learning here sensors. Sensors are connected to the microcontroller. Microcontroller are connected with the microprocessor as a gateway like Raspberry Pi. Again, so it involves all the embedded system. Sensors network consists like Bluetooth mesh, and sensor networks are connected like Zigbee. So these are the electronics portion. Again, this is connected with internet, where comes the network, and we'll learn some special protocol like MQTT and COAP that are mainly designed for Internet of Things. Again, so then we'll cover networking portions, and these data are stored on the cloud. And cloud, as these data are produced by the sensors, there is a huge amount. Sensor continuously produce data. So there is a huge amount of data. So at the cloud, you will learn the cloud architectures. You can utilize whatever you learn in the cloud system, and the data is huge, so you will utilize the big data, and to analyze data will need the machine learning algorithm, machine learning and artificial algorithm. So virtually means, in fact, whatever you have learned you can utilize in the Internet of Things architecture. But despite all this complexity, this course will be very easy, because Mainly it is a theoretical. We have also, I think you have also practical course on Internet of Things, but still I have seen that those practicals are also very easy. So here is the syllabus for this course. Introduction. The first unit is introduction to. First unit is that what is the objective, and second unit introduction of IoT. So in this, we'll basically give you a broader picture, means whole picture of Internet of Things. We'll see how it is functional block, or it is every components of the IoT, definition, characteristics, whatever. The third unit is IoT hardware and software. IoT hardware means, as I said, sensors, microcontrollers, and software here means software used for these embedded devices like microcontrollers. So here you can see few mention of the software like Quantiki. Quantiki is very popular OS for the embedded system, Tiny OS, and you can also see the Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is not microcontroller; it is microprocessor. It works as a gateway. It can be used as a gateway for this embedded system. To this gateway, uh, local networks like Zigbee, Bluetooth Mesh Network, BLE Mesh Network, say SCADA. Through this gateway is connected to the main internet network. In the fourth unit, we'll see the architecture and reference model. So here you can see the terms REST architecture. I think you are well aware of these terms, representing the state transform that is used also for the web development, mainly web architecture, mainly the REST single page applications. So basically, what network architecture, what web architecture is utilized to connect with network. We learn in the architecture and reference model. The fifth unit is IoT and M2M. M2M here stands for machine to machine. Earlier it is machine to communication. Machine communication is not new. In fact, it is very old. We have in industry SCADA systems. We have the Zigbee for connecting electronics devices. Again, we have also Bluetooth networks for connecting peer-to-peer devices, and also Bluetooth mesh for connecting various. And we have our numerous network that lie in the ISM band. So these all different heterogeneous type of networks need to have some virtualization so that it can be connected to a single internet. So here we will learn software-defined network (SDN), software-defined network, and network function virtualization, and the NFV. And the last unit is the case study of the IoT. Yeah, basically, without case study, the study of IoT is nothing. Mainly, it is totally application based, and it is not one single technology IoT. Mainly, it is how we utilize all these communications and electronics technology to solve some particular use cases. For example, agriculture to solve the parking system, to solve the challenges of new uh, say large cities, environmental problem, health, hospitals. So how can these things can be made more smart, more responsive, and more we can control? Means we can monitor every component of things in real time. Basically, that is how we are going to make it smart. For books, this is the textbook Internet of Things, a hands-on approach. The whole syllabus is covered in this book. Basically, the syllabus is made from this book. Every topic is covered by topic by topic. Unfortunately, I am not able to find the soft copy of this book, but my notes will cover every topic, because from Google Books I can see its content. So my notes will cover every topic that is covered in this. The second book I will mention for the reference book is Internet of Things for Architects by Perry Lian. This book is very good book if you want real knowledge. The first book is a little bit theoretical, but if you want uh, real practical knowledge, these books provide everything that you need to make a architecture for practical architecture for Internet of Things. It covers from sensors to say security point of view, big data security, cloud connectivity, cover entire spectrum of Internet of Things. So from next lecture we will start will the first unit, in fact second unit, that is introduction of IT,